Okay, in this one we are going to rotate the triangle ABC 140 degrees counterclockwise around the point P. So that's what our capital R stands for: rotation, angle of rotation, direction of rotation, and center of rotation are all given to us in our coordinate notation. Okay, so first step here is to connect any point in the figure. I'm going to start with C since it's the closest one. Connect point C to the center of rotation, P. So straight segment, that's all we need. We then get our compass out and we set it to the segment, the distance from the center of rotation to C, and we know that we are rotating 140 degrees counterclockwise, so against the clock, and we know that 140 is less than 180, so when I'm drawing in this arc, I don't really need to go any further than half a circle, because I know it's going to be less than that in terms of my rotation. Next up, we get our protractor. Crosshair of the protractor goes on the center of rotation. And we make sure that our 0 line sits on top of the arm of the angle. So basically we have one arm, we have the vertex, and we're looking for the second arm. The 0 for the first arm is on the inside of the protractor, so they're the numbers I'm going to count off of. So I go all the way around to 140, come out to the edge of the protractor, and just put in a little dot. And then I connect that back to the center of rotation to complete the angle. So I've got C, and then here's C prime. So in all cases, the angle of C, P, C prime is going to equal 140 degrees. And that's going to actually be true for all of our angles and their primes. So every point is going to move 140 degrees around this point P. So we just repeat the process now. We go straight edge, connect, point back to the center of rotation, compass out, make sure you're not holding the lead part of your compass, the pencil part, once you start moving, because you don't want to change the setting. And we're going to go again, nice big arc. We want to make sure that we are getting at least the 180 degrees, just so that we don't have to come back and do it again and potentially mess up our arc measure. Protractor. Now we are doing still center at P, but the 0 line is now the one going out to B. So we're again at 0, 140 degrees is right here. Put in our little marking. I'm going to get a longer ruler out this time because I got to stretch all the way out to this arc. So P through the mark I made out to the arc, and here is the point B prime. So I've got my 2. And then repeat once again for the last point. So P connects to A. Protractor out. So I'm reversing my order a little bit here, which I just realized, but it'll still give you the same effect. So I'm going to draw in my angle first. And sometimes when I do this, I like to just put a little A at the end, so I know, okay, this was the line that goes with A. Same with my arc. Sometimes I'll put like a little letter to say, okay, that was the arc for C, this was the arc for B, and then when I mark in the arc for A, I'm not losing track of all of my lines. Especially when you get into more complex shapes, you get a lot of little arcs and lines going on. Okay, so I need my A line to meet my A arc, so it needs to get a little bit longer. And then here is my point A prime. Final step, connect them and shade it. And there we go.